because you need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Just want the radio on. Okay, I see we need to kill 2 hours.
Who is this clown?
First name, Todd.
That show, off the radio.
Do you listen?
He makes me laugh.
He's tolerable.
You can hear for yourself. 5 o'clock every day.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Everyone thinks I'm a dummy, but I don't care if they say that. They're just dumb and crossy and poo-poo.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Had to reach a button over here. Turn on my cans. That's what we call headphones in the business. My cans. Tonight on the show, it is Wing It Wednesday. We've got a guest coming in from the Dayton Diaper Depot. I had never heard of the Dayton Diaper Depot until they reached out and said, hey, can we come and bring you some wings and talk about the Dayton Diaper Depot? And I thought, why not? Nothing wrong with diaper talk. Anyway, they're going to be on the show. We've got animals attacking. We got some food news. Oh, and here's a question for you. Is it too early for Santa Claus letters? Yeah, you think so? Well, apparently it's not. It's not. But we'll get to that coming up here on the big broadcast. First thing I saw this, actually I heard this last week. One morning, Larry Hanskin on Miami Valley's Morning News was chatting with Brittany about this. And I hadn't had a chance to get to this story. And I'd be curious to know if any parents locally have tried this. This is a new parental trend. And I thought for sure that we would, move into the age of landlines in your house going away completely, except for people who are above 75, because they're stuck in their ways and that's what they like. My mom has one. She still has her landline. She's got her cell phone, but she has her landline, and she's not going to give it up. It's just not going to happen. And I'm sure a lot of people of a certain age are the same way. But a lot of younger folks, even folks that have kids, maybe in their 30s or 40s, many of them have done away with the landline because everybody's on their, cell phones now. But there is a trend of parents who are reinstalling the landline because what they're finding is that it, one, certainly helps cut down on the amount of screen time that kids might have on a day-to-day basis. If they want to talk to their friends instead of texting back and forth or FaceTiming or whatever, the parents are saying, no, you need to call them on the landline. It gets them off the cell phone. A lot of people who are doing this, and I saw a couple articles about this, is that they're finding that their kids' communication skills seem to be improving a little bit. Now, I don't know how long they've observed their kids on the landline to come to that determination, but a couple of the parents that they talk to in these articles that I saw suggest that. The other thing that it allows parents to do, and I remember this as a kid because I grew up in the land of landlines. We didn't have cell phones. We had a wireless not a cell phone, but a wireless phone. But that didn't come until much later. We had a phone that my sister and I would share, and it was in an extra bedroom. And my dad got like a 50-foot plug, right? So if I wanted to use the phone in my bedroom, I could. If my sister wanted to use the phone in her bedroom, she could. Now, this is when we were a bit older, right? Like high school age. But the thing that's great is that if you don't let your kids take the phone into their bedroom and close the door, which my parents did, you can kind of monitor what's going on, because there is a concern for parents, and I get it. When they're on their phone, you don't really know what they're doing. You might say, "Hey, what are you looking at?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm on Instagram." And they're not. They're doing something else. They figured out a way to swipe left or swipe right real quick and change what's ever on the phone. In case mom or dad says, "Well, let me see. Hand me your phone." But the thing that's interesting is that this has cut down, a lot of these parents say, on some real conflict in the house. Once they put this phone back in, I mean, that was the rule. It's like, if you want to call your friends, you got to do it on the phone. And I got to tell you, I think this is a great idea. I never thought that I would say that. I mean, I don't have any children of that age. So, for Mary and I, having our cell phones, that's all we need. But I can certainly appreciate parents who have kids of a certain age, wanting to restrict their time on the phone, cell phone, screen time, whatever, and forcing them to talk to their friends on the landline. Because I would imagine that it does sort of help some communication skills. And I always I feel like an old guy when I talk like this. But I have noticed that a lot of younger people have a real hard time with interactions, like face-to-face interactions, at least with adults. Maybe they've got the communication down with their friends, but sometimes they just seem a little awkward. And I don't know, I'm sure it has to do with the cell phones and just all the digital, gadgets, not actually having to talk to anybody. Everything's texting, everything's email, posting on social media, whatever it is. I think this is a great idea, but I'm wondering if maybe this has been going on, for quite a while, and it just kind of snuck under the radar. Be curious if any parents out there have had this discussion or might have this discussion. I mean, I don't know what it costs to have a landline anymore. When we had cable, I remember when we moved into our new house, I think it was Spectrum, and we actually had a landline, but we didn't actually have a phone. But there was we had a phone number coming into the house. And I will say, it was a little bit annoying because every time we got a spam call or whatever, it would show up on the TV. You ever see, some people have that. It's like, "Oh, you have a call. It's like annoying. And you can turn that off. But I remember it was a package. It's like you got the cable, you got the Wi-Fi, and you got the landline. So I'm just curious if anybody's considered that. Maybe you have. 937-457-1290. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I posted this on my Facebook earlier, and sometimes there are things that happen to me that are incredibly personal, and I just can't wait to talk about it on the show. So if I could just help one person avoid what I went through earlier today, I will feel like this is a great success. So I had to come in early today for some meetings. We had a bunch of meetings here. And probably most people, but definitely once you get to a certain age, you have a certain morning routine, right? And when you deviate from that routine, it can cause you some challenges. Well, I'm not going to go into all the particulars of that routine, but let's just say I found myself in the men's room this morning. Okay. And I went into one of the stalls and we were getting close to meeting time. And I took care of my business and I realized that stall at what time it was? It was like 10:15, 10:20. No toilet paper. Not even that extra roll. You know how in businesses you have the 2 rolls, and when you use the bottom roll and it's empty, the one on top drops down. That's so clever. Both were empty. And I was like, you've got to be kidding. What am I going to do? Because there was someone else in there. Now, I don't know who was and they were 2 stalls down. I didn't know who it was. And I've never asked anybody, hey, can you give me a hand here? Can you help me out? Do you have any toilet paper you could spare? That happens all the time in the ladies' restroom, from what I understand. Because I posted this online and a bunch of people commented on it. But for guys, it's a little different. So what I did is I stood up, I squeezed real tight, and I shuffled myself out the stall into the stall next to me. And lo and behold, there was a little bit left, but it was enough. So I just want to put this out there. You're never too old to forget, because I forgot this morning. You need to be reminded. Look before you leap. Before you go in, you lock yourself in there. You drop your drawers. Make sure there's toilet paper. You don't want to be stuck in that kind of situation. It's one thing when it happens at home. You know, it's another thing when your manager is 2 stalls down. That's awkward.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
It happens. What are you going to do? That's a good idea, Leslie. Yeah. Daryl, I love that idea. I do have security's number. Security, we have an issue in the men's room on the 2nd floor. Well, it's a good thing that you do that, Hoagie.
For sure. Hey, Barry, how you doing? A woman is dead after being struck by a car in a Kroger parking lot. We'll have more on that at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Look, fellas, I got to say, I love the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Somebody on the live stream made a great suggestion. I should have our janitorial staff on speed dial on my phone, just like I've got security. Like we have security here. If I need them, there's an emergency or something, I just hit the button, they come running. Should be the same thing with the janitorial staff. I need help. Second floor men's room. We're out of toilet paper. This is going to be fun. I'm really, really looking forward to this. Next Thursday, September 25th, 5 to 7. It's another Evening Edge happy hour. And I'm going to be live at the All the Best Delicatessen on Far Hills Avenue in Kettering. This is going to be fun. I love this place, and you will be able to try, if you would like. It's going to be on the menu. My signature creation, the Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich. They're putting this on the menu for a limited time. They have a regular meatloaf sandwich too, if you'd like. But this is what we do to the Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich. We add pepper jack to it, some horsey sauce, not horseradish, horsey sauce. You like Arby's, like that kind of horsey sauce. And whatever else you want to put on it. It's going to be sensational. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So you can come early. They've got their brand new bar there, happy hour specials, the best bar from 3 to 6. And they've got great deals. There's going to be food. There's going to be fun. It's just going to be a really good time. And I think this might be one of the first times that I've done a happy hour there in like Kettering, Washington Township, Centerville area for quite a while. So hopefully maybe we'll do more. That would be awesome. So make plans to join us. Once again, All the Best Delicatessen on Far Hills Avenue in Kettering next Thursday. That's September 25th. Put it on your calendar. 5 to 7 with the Evening Edge.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
There's a gnat flying around in here. I'll be back. I got to go get something off the printer real quick. The gnat, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If it flies back here, then we'll know. I just hope it's not one of those mosquitoes with the West Nile. That's a funny story. Oh, that's funny. Hamburger helper helps your hamburger, helps you make a great meal. Wasn't that it? Man, that was a standard in our house, that hamburger helper. Mm-mm-mm. I always liked tuna helper. That was the other one. Tuna noodle. Tuna noodle. What are the many hamburger helper varieties? Wow. Man, there's a bunch of them. Holy crap. There's like, what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35. And then there's breakfast hamburger helper.
During the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in.
Because you need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully.
You boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Somebody on the live stream just mentioned that tonight for dinner, because they've got kids going in 5 different directions, they're doing something quick and easy, and they're making hamburger helper. When I was growing up, that was like a staple in our house. Hamburger helper. And the other one was tuna helper. Those were go-tos. And those are the only 2 varieties that I remember when I was a kid. I think there might have been a third. So I thought, well, I'm going to look online. And I landed on hamburgerhelper.com. And believe it or not, there are now over 30 varieties of Hamburger Helper. I had no idea. There's chicken helper with chicken fried rice, chicken fettuccine Alfredo helper, deluxe Philly cheesesteak hamburger helper, cheeseburger macaroni hamburger helper. It goes on and on and on. Ranch and bacon hamburger helper, spicy barbecue heat hamburger helper. Are you kidding me? This seems like, think about this, an event where it's nothing but hamburger helper. And what people do to make it special, make it different, add their own touch. That would be kind of interesting. There's cheesy beef pasta hamburger helper, cheesy Italian shells hamburger, cheesy enchilada hamburger helper. You could go a whole month and not repeat. Every day, hamburger helper of some sort. Not bad. Not bad. We've got some animals attacking.
There is a wild side to every animal.
Here's something you like when animals attack magicians.
Animals took revenge.
Animals attack! Craziest animal attack story.
You're about to find out when animals attack.
Well, we got two of these for the first time since 2021. Somebody has been attacked by a bear at Yellowstone. Apparently, there was a solo hiker traipsing through Yellowstone National Park. 29-year-old man reported that he was on the Turbid Lake Trail when he encountered a bear and deployed bear spray against it, suffering significant but non-life-threatening injuries to his chest and left arm. The hiker said he suspected the bear to be a black bear, but based on its size, location, and behavior, most park officials say they believe it was a grizzly. Holy cow. The incident remains under investigation. It was the first bear attack injuring someone in Yellowstone in 2025 and the first confirmed since May 2021. Wow. The other one, there's video of this. It's out there floating around on the interwebs. Two boats off the coast of Portugal were attacked by a pod of orcas. And you could see it. There's video of the marine animals hitting a yacht. The attack disabled the boat's rudder and damaged the hull, sinking the vessel. Witnesses say the attack lasted only about 2 minutes and was only hit 2 or 3 times. In about an hour, the boat had sunk and 4 people needed to be rescued because of the orcas. The second boat, a sailboat, was also hit in the area, had a broken rudder, but was able to stay afloat and was towed to port. 5 people were on board. Nobody was hurt. Officials say this was the latest in a series of orca attacks over the past few years. These keep happening. And you wonder, like, well, what's the story? Why do the orcas keep attacking these boats? And you might think, well, orcas are pretty smart. I've heard these stories that they're pretty smart. And maybe they're tired of being tracked and taunted. I don't know. But experts actually believe it's boredom. The orcas are bored. They're bored. And you think about that, the life of a giant fish, you're just swimming around, eating, fooling around with other orcas. What are you going to do? You need something to do. So this is what they do. There's a research group studying these attacks, and they say there have been hundreds of incidents since 2020 where pods of orcas hit, pushed, and sometimes flipped boats just out of sheer boredom. 937-457-1290. We got Jim in Beaver Creek. Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
I'm well. Do you have a landline?
I have a landline and a cell phone.
Yeah.
My landline cost me the federal tax, which is $6.38 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Unlimited long distance and anyhow. And so then I have a cell phone, which I just buy minutes.
Right.
which I only use when I leave my house. It costs me $125 a year.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
I get 1,200 minutes, 1,200 texts, and about 1 gigabyte of data, which you can buy extra.
Now, let me ask you.
Between the two,
Okay.
I'm paying about $200, a little over $200 a year
That's
for two
pretty.
phones.
That's pretty good. Now, let me ask you this: on your landline, do you get a lot of spam calls and solicitations?
Zero.
Yeah.
I get maybe one robocall every month or every 2 months, which I don't answer.
Yeah. I've talked about this on my show. Late last year, we moved my mom out of the home that we grew up in, and she's in a senior apartment. And when we moved her, my sister tried to keep the same phone number that she's had forever, right? And but they said no, we can't do it. We can't do it. But I have to tell you, it was a blessing in disguise, because the spam calls went from about 25 a day to maybe 4 or 5 a week, because the number was changed. Now, some other person who may have inherited that number are getting all those calls, but thankfully nobody's bothering mom like they used to.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But
my landline number I've kept since 1978. When you transfer it over, all you have to do is have an internet connection.
Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, they weren't able to do it, but again, it was a blessing in disguise. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. 937-457-1290. Parker, can you hop on? Do you have a minute? Sorry, I didn't mean to just throw it at you.
What's up, Todd?
Well, we've got tailgate, the tailgate party this Friday night.
You bet.
And this Friday night is going to be really exciting, because we're not only going to be doing one game, but we're going to be doing 2 games on WHIO radio.
You got it. Double the action.
Yes. So I wanted to bring this up because today first of all, we're going to be at Beaver Creek, my alma mater, this Friday night from 5 to 7. All of the Beaver Creek Edgeheads, and I know there's plenty out there. If you haven't gone to a high school football game in many, many years, many people are that way, you ought to come out and see us, because we're going to be right there. You said right by the entrance?
Right outside the main gate. Can't miss it.
Yeah, right there. And today I picked up from my friends at Titan Graphics these very fancy, now this is obviously for the folks on the live stream, the WHIO rally towels. It says WHIO touchdown 7, Ultra Fiber, and of course the great folks at Titan Graphics. That's pretty cool.
They're cool. They turned out really nice.
They look wonderful. They did a great job over there. And everybody that comes out, that stops by the tent, will have one of these for you. Of course, while supplies last. We don't have like 1,000 of them,
right?
But we've got some, and it'll be fun. Now, Beaver Creek is playing Miamisburg.
Yes,
that's going to be that's the game that you and I are going to be out, and we're going to be joined by Woody from K99 1 FM. Now, we talked about this, I think maybe earlier in the week or last week sometime. He's going to be calling the game with you. And Ron is going to be where in Coldwater?
Coldwater, yes.
Oh, wow. Now, who are they playing?
Minster.
Now, is that a big rivalry up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, that'll be great. So we're going to have the Beaver Creek Miamisburg game, right? First, and then after that, we're going to have the Coldwater Minster game.
You got it.
That is going to be cool.
Defending state champion Coldwater Cavaliers.
Well, see, there you go. Yep. There you go. That'll be great. That'll be great. So yeah, if you're in Beaver Creek, come on out and see us. And I'm going to have a special guest, a buddy of mine, who played on. He was on the 1985 league championship team from Beaver Creek. That was the year that they won the WOL and beat Centerville, and Kirk Herbstreit was the quarterback. And he's going to be there, and we're going to be reminiscing about the about that year, all those many years ago, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's my friend Charlie, and Charlie's been on the show before. talking about different things from time to time. But he's one of my best friends, and he's going to be there. So it's going to be it's homecoming weekend, right?
It is homecoming
at Beaver Creek. So it's going to be my homecoming. It'll be nice.
Homecoming for everybody.
Back on my my own turf. Yeah. It's been probably 30 years since I've been in that stadium.
Looks the same. It had been a long time. I went out there yesterday. It had been a long time since I'd been out there too, but looks similar.
Well, I will say I've been out there probably in the early 90s because I coached soccer. I was a women's varsity assistant coach, and we used to play on that field. But at the time, it was still grass. We didn't have turf,
right?
So it was a sloppy mess. But now it's beautiful. It's a pristine facility.
Yeah, very nice, and they have a nice facility up in Coldwater as well, where they have a grass field still.
You know, I saw a TikTok video today. I meant to send it to you, but I'll have to go back and find it. It is a school, and I want to say maybe Georgia, that has not only a huge stadium with a turf field and a gigantic jumbotron kind of scoreboard. Their practice field also is turf and has stands, and they have a second practice field that is covered. That is crazy to me. A high school with that.
Oh, if you get some time, look up some high school stadiums down in Texas. It'll blow your mind.
It's like they're like universities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they take their football seriously. That's for sure.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Me too. I'm hungry.
Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com.
WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio.
The birthplace of aviation.
Lawmakers work on avoiding a government shutdown. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
I love the show so much.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Watch the live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. You know, we've had this story on the show a couple of times, and there's a company locally, and you see this from time to time on WHIO.com. They are trying to develop flying cars, and the hope is that Dayton will become the birthplace, the hotbed of flying cars. Well, a friend of mine sent me this story today. This happened in China. Rehearsals are underway for the Changchun air show, which is going to start later this week in Northeast China. One of the things we've talked about is that our flying car is a good idea because we have so many cars crashing into buildings. Do we need them also flying into buildings? Right, that kind of thing. So there's a company over there that was rehearsing with their flying cars, plural. They had 2 flying cars flying around, just 2, not a sky full of flying cars, 2. They crashed into each other. Wow. You've got all that airspace, but somehow these cars, they were just attracted to each other. Whammo. Nobody was hurt, but I guess it's back to the drawing board.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 at 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in.
Because you need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Who is this guy?
He's a local boy.
His name is Todd.
He's a talker.
You know, like on the radio?
I mean, for entertainment.
Yeah, that's one word for it. It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. That right there is a clip of the Troy Marching Band playing their fight song, which is on Wisconsin, which also happens to be the Beaver Creek fight song, which we will be hearing this Friday when we do our big Todd's Touchdown 7 tailgate party. But the reason I played it there is I just saw this story on WHIO.com that for the 6th time, the Troy High School Marching Band has officially been invited to participate in the world's largest parade in London next year. I guess this happens on New Year's Day, and this parade is broadcast to over 300 million people worldwide. Holy cow! That is amazing. And you know, the thing about Friday Night Football is quite often the marching band is often overlooked. I grew up with many friends who were in marching band, and there was always this feeling at that time, well, the football players get all the attention, you know, that kind of thing. So it's kind of cool that that they're going to be doing this. That's great. That is so neat for that school up there in Troy. And we were just there. We were just there last week. Great bunch of folks up there. Coming up on the show later this hour, it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We will have Maggie Schnnemann. I believe that's how you pronounce her name, from the Dayton Diaper Depot. This is a great organization that helps folks with their diaper needs when they have newborns and toddlers and that whole thing. Because if you've ever been a parent and you've had to buy diapers, you know that they are very, very expensive and hard sometimes to make the choice between a box of diapers and something else. So they're there. So we're gonna hear about what they do and all the stuff they got going on. 937-457-1290 is the telephone number. So yesterday, I saw this meme in a number of places. I wouldn't call it necessarily a meme, but just sort of a posting that I guess yesterday marked 100 days from Christmas. 100 days from Christmas. And I didn't think anything about mentioning it because I know for a lot of people, it's a trigger. It's a trigger. You start talking about Christmas, in September, you're like, are you kidding me? We still got to get through Halloween and Thanksgiving and, there's all kinds of stuff. Sweetest Day, Veterans Day. I mean, there's all kinds of things that are going to happen between now and Christmas. So I wasn't going to mention it. I was just going to move on with it. But then I saw this, and I think this is important. Operation Santa. You know about Operation Santa? This is the organization that the Postal Service, where they link riders, kids, and sometimes families with letters to Santa, to people who can help make those wishes and dreams come true. And today is the first day, I guess, where you can now start mailing Santa what you want for Christmas. And again, this could be from kids or it could be from families. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Let's see. The Postal Service links letter writers with generous people and groups who help grant those holiday wishes. Yes. Some important tips. These are just, I didn't have a, I didn't think to get any Christmas music out. That's really pushing it. Really pushing it. Yeah. But here's some more important tips. You don't want to look, you don't want to wait for this. You don't want to forget about it. You want to get them in early. You know, times are tough for a lot of people. And this is a great opportunity. Operation Santa. Here's some important tips. The envelope needs to include the writer's full name and return address and Santa's address. Now, you ought to know Santa's address by heart. It's you just send it to Santa, 123 Elf Road, North Pole, 88888. And letters need to be postmarked by December 6th. And for the first time, those who want to fulfill wishes can do so for multiple people at once. So that's cool. That can happen by adopting a family letter. Postal Service notes that this change is because it gets far more letters for Christmas wishes than wish fulfillers. So the need is there for people to help make these Christmas wishes come true for kids and families all throughout the country. Secret Santas have been granting wishes under this program for more than a century. Wow. So if you'd like to fulfill some wishes or find out more information on the program, visit USPSOperationSanta.com. And again, don't waste your time putting it off. Get right on it. Take advantage of it. We got some breaking the law news.
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Well, I got two stories. This first one, this has to do with a guy in San Francisco. Apparently, and I enjoy restaurants, but I'm not a big-time foodie. Like, I don't know all the famous chefs, and there are people that are like that, right? They know all the famous restaurants and all the famous chefs, and they love all that fine dining, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, there's a chef in California named Valentino Lucian, and he's 62. He's been the executive chef for many well-known restaurants, including one called the Rose Pistola in San Francisco. It's a beloved Italian place. So this guy, apparently, police have linked him to 3 bank robberies. The chef that people know and assumingly loved his restaurants, they've linked him to 3 bank heists. He's been charged with 2 counts of robbery and 1 attempted robbery and is waiting trial. Security footage caught a hooded man in dark shades and white gloves armed with a BB gun. Lucian told a news outlet in a jailhouse interview that he resorted to robbing the bank out of a desperation over the collapse of a restaurant called Ottavio. So this guy, he's obviously a skilled chef to open these restaurants in San Francisco and have some success. Not every restaurant's going to be a winner and stay open forever. But instead of just, dealing with the failure and then opening up another place, he decides to become a bank robber. But here's the crazy thing. This isn't the first time he's done this. Apparently, back in 2018, he robbed a Citibank and got away with $18,000. That's so weird. So now he's busted. He's busted again. Busted again. And then this other story, we've had stories about people trying to smuggle items into jail. And it's usually drugs, right? Or a cell phone or some sort of contraband like that. And, you know, logically you can think, okay, well, if I'm in prison and I like my drugs or my alcohol, sure, that'd be great to have in there with me. Or a cell phone so I can keep in contact with people on the outside. There's all kinds of things that somebody might want in prison. We've seen the movies. A prison employee in South Carolina was arrested after trying to smuggle into prison Grillz. You know what I'm talking about, Parker? He looked at me like, what? Grillz. That's grill with a Z. Not a grill to cook steak on, but Grillz. These are those jewelry teeth coverings. This 36-year-old woman was arrested Wednesday and charged with criminal conspiracy. She's also been fired. Allegedly, she conspired with others as a part of a plan to bring Grillz into the prison. Authorities found $2,500 worth of Grillz inside her vehicle. Now, why would somebody want those in prison? A fashion statement? Isn't that what those are? I wonder where she tried to hide them, to smuggle them in. Was she wearing them? Like, maybe they wouldn't notice. But you'd think if they dumped them off on some prisoner, that somebody would notice, like, hey, where'd you get those fancy grills? You'd think somebody would notice that, right?
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D.
Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
My guest is here. I'll be right back.
WHIO.
Yeah, I love the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up here shortly, it is Wing It Wednesday. And we've got Maggie Schnnemann. Schnnemann? Why don't I turn your mic on? I know it's a little early, but what is it? What's your last name?
Schnnemann.
Schnnemann. There you go. I was just butchering that earlier. Sorry about that. But Maggie's here from the Dayton Diaper Depot, and we'll be talking about what they do in Wing It Wednesday, which, of course, is sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. Next Thursday, put this on your calendar. That's the 25th. From 5 to 7, I'm going to be broadcasting live. It's another Evening Edge happy hour. I'm going to be at All the Best Delicatessen. They're on Far Hills Avenue in Kettering. It's kind of right there on the border of Kettering, Washington Township, not far from Centerville. If you're heading south on Far Hills, which of course is 48, it's on the left. It's on the left as you sort of approach where like Dorothy Lane Market is, and there's a UDF right there. But it's there on the left. You can come early, enjoy happy hour specials at the Best Bar from 3 to 6. And of course, the show will be on 5 to 7. And you can also give a try my signature creation there, the Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich. That's a meatloaf sandwich, pepper jack cheese, and horsey sauce. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And of course, All the Best curates the best of the best foods from across the country. So come for the food, stay for the fun. We'll have prizes to give away. We'll have different things going on. It's just going to be a really good time. We don't get the opportunity as much as I would like as Edgeheads to get together. And when we get these opportunities, we got to jump on it. We got to jump on it. We've done these happy hours. We've been in Xenia. We've been in West Carrollton. We've been a number of places, but I don't think I've done anything in the Kettering, Washington Township area for quite a while, if at all. So please, by all means, join us out there next Thursday, September 25th. 5 to 7. See, here's my hope. And they told me this. They said, look, as long as Todd, we're working with you, we will keep the Hottie Toddy Kickin' Meatloaf Sandwich on the menu. My hope is that people just go bananas for it and they love it, and they'll keep it on there permanently. I would like that. That would be great. So anyway, once again, next Thursday, the 25th, 5 to 7, and All the Best Delicatessen there on Far Hills in Kettering.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO.
You know, and if you can, I mean, and I'm sure you can do this, you know, I'm sure you have, you know, anecdotes and, you know, personal stories about people you've helped and people you've known, you know, through this and all that. Maybe.
Don't ask me.
Oh, no.
Because we work with partner agencies. We
Okay.
don't work directly with the mothers.
But that's okay. But you can mention those agencies.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Yeah. Mention those agencies.
Okay.
That's an important thing too. You know, because that, I mean, that helps you reach further out, you know? So that's important to talk about. So
sure.
Yeah. And forgive me, your last name one more time.
Schnnemann.
Schnnemann.
Everybody kills it. Don't worry about it.
Well, Schnnemann.
Yeah. German for snowman.
Ah, is it really?
It is. There's your word for the day.
Now, see, that is something I'll talk about. Because I have a German last name, too, that gets butchered.
Mm-hmm.
I was just nominated for a Marconi Award, which is like this huge award in radio. And when they announced my name, my last name is Hollst.
Yeah.
And, you know, on this video, it's Hollst. It's Todd Hollst. Hollst. So I get it. I get
those German names, they'll get you every time.
Yeah. Well, what was funny is that when I first started in radio, I mean, I knew that people had like changed their names, like they would have an air name.
Right.
But I didn't really think about it. And before I even had any thought of what it would be, my program director said, and this was in the early 90s when I started, and on this particular station, he said, your air name is going to be Fast Art Simpson, which I absolutely despised.
You're not a fan of Bart. You're not going to like that.
Well, I just hated the name, you know. So
Art Simpson.
So that's what I was for the first couple of years working. And this was at Z93 here in Dayton,
all
those years ago.
Yeah.
And then when that program director left and we got a new program director, he equally hated the name as much as I did. And he said, you need to come up with a different name. So, but I didn't really like the way Hollst sounded on there. It wasn't easy to say.
It's not easy to, yeah.
So I went and bought a soap opera digest to come up with a last name because I wanted something.
They're not real anyway.
What's that?
They're not going to be real anyway.
Right.
So
but I wanted something that was sort of memorable. And I figured all these names were kind of, I don't want to say the word vetted, but like somebody came up with these characters and it was a cool name and whatever. So I came up with Hudson. So it was still an H, Todd Hudson. And then that morphed into Hudson on the radio, and then it was just ridiculous. I just hated that. And the thing that was irritating is that I grew up here. I grew up in Dayton. Part of the fun of doing a radio show in the town that you grew up in is that people that you know recognize you.
Right.
They're like, hey, I know somebody that is that guy that I went to school with? And I thought, well, I'd kind of like to have some of that recognition. So I started using my real name.
Back to the beginning.
Yeah, back to the beginning. It's like, I don't care if it's hard to say. I mean, there are people here that can't say my name right. They say it on the air. They don't say it the way it's supposed to be.
And they don't say it right.
They don't say it right. But it's like, whatever. What are you going to do? So, all right, where are we at here? All right, just remember, get close up to that microphone. And you can pull it back. If you want to sit back, that's fine. Just pull it back. It'll come back to you. There you go. Chicken smells good.
My whole car smelled like chicken. It's like, now I'm hungry.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just gonna wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Just wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. And yes, it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. And this is an opportunity for a local nonprofit organization to come on the show and capture the WHIO airwaves and talk about the great works that they do here in the Miami Valley. And all it costs you is an order of chicken wings. That's all it costs you. And joining me today on the show, it's Maggie Schnnemann. Did I get that right? Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Maggie Schnnemann. She's from the Dayton Diaper Depot. And before we get to that, when you were correcting me on the pronunciation of your name, which I apologize for butchering earlier, but that's one of the things I'm well known for. You mentioned to me, because it's a German name. I speak very little German. I took 9 weeks of it in high school, and that was all I could handle. But Schnnemann is German for snowman?
It's snowman.
Wow. So in Germany, when the kids go out and they play in the snow, they say, we're going to make a Schnnemann?
Yes.
Wow.
Schnnemann.
That's pretty cool. Now, do you have snowmen all over your house at Christmas time?
Or
yes,
is that, I do.
Do
yes,
you?
I
yeah,
do.
You
I've
got
the tree, got it all.
You got to jump on that. You got to jump on that. Right. That's awesome. All right. Well, Maggie is here from the Dayton Diaper Depot, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the show. I had never heard of the Dayton Diaper Depot, and when you reached out, I thought, well, that seems like a great idea. I mean, just immediately I knew what it was. It's like, yes, because as a parent, and as most parents know, diapers are not cheap. And when you've got 1, 2, 3, or 4, or how many ever, kids you've got in diapers, you could have newborns, you could have toddlers, you could have some late bloomers at 5 and 6, I guess, even. But that's a huge need here in the area, isn't it?
It is. Nationwide, half of all families with babies will experience diaper need.
That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, the food, obviously, and formula and all that's very important and also expensive. But I just remember, in those early days when my child was an infant and a baby, times were tough for us. And you really did have to kind of make a decision on what you were going to buy and the quality of diapers, or how many packages are you going to get, or do you have to choose between diapers and something else that maybe your family could need? I mean, that's a real choice that people have to struggle with, isn't it?
And unfortunately, people, if they don't have the diapers, the baby can't go to daycare. Most daycares require you to bring diapers.
Yeah.
So then they're missing work, and it just adds to this cycle of poverty. I mean, it just is so difficult for people to get to work, to get the baby to daycare. And WIC and SNAP and all those government agencies, they don't cover diapers. They're not considered necessary.
How is that not considered necessary? Do they say because you could use cloth diapers? Is that the rationale? Is that, well, if you just use cloth diapers, you don't need these other disposable diapers or whatever you want to call them?
I have no idea, because cloth diapers, I'm asked about cloth diapers all the time. Well, why don't you just give them the cloth and go with that? But that doesn't work, because public laundromats don't let you wash cloth diapers. And most of the people we're serving, they don't have laundry facilities in
Right.
their homes or
Yeah.
their apartments.
Yeah.
So it's really not an option for these people. They need the disposable diapers.
And there are companies that will come and get your cloth diapers and go and wash them and bring them back. But that's a big cost. That's a luxury.
That is a luxury. That's expensive.
So it's been a long time since I've been shopping for diapers. I mean, what's a standard case or, a big box of diapers go for now?
A big box of diapers can be $40, $50.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The big boxes can be $40 to $50.
Oh my gosh. And what if you have multiple kids in diapers, and not just multiple kids, but, unless they're twins or, you could have a newborn in a newborn size, and then you've got a 1.5-year-old or 2-year-old in another size.
That's right.
So you've got to buy double.
That's right. And
my gosh.
It's a lot. Families typically spend around $90 a month on diapers for one child.
For one child.
For one child. That's a lot.
That is crazy. Yeah. And you were telling me off the air, and you might not think about it, but if you are in a situation where you have to sort of preserve what you have because, you say $90 a month and, you buy one of these boxes, that if you just blow right through them, you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to go buy more, and you may not have that money. Is that sometimes the children end up staying in dirty diapers longer than they should. I mean, you made the point that sometimes some of these kids in these situations, one diaper a day.
One diaper a day, which leads to real serious health problems with skin infections and UTIs. And sometimes the diaper is taken off, it's dried, and then put back on the baby.
Oh, wow.
Which is also, that's a real health concern there too.
Right.
So the National Diaper Bank has done a lot of research and figured out that the working low-income families, typically they're about 50 diapers short a month.
Wow.
So we followed their lead, and that's what we're trying to do is get 50 diapers to each baby that's going to be short on diapers. We're really trying to push them out there through area agencies that serve low-income families.
So before we get into that and how you go about it, and I know you've got some fundraisers going on, we want to talk about that. It's clear what the vision and your mission is, but how did this all come about? Because I was on your website today and I saw that you're one of the co-founders, and I mentioned that when you came in, and you said you started this great organization with your daughter. So how did she get involved in that?
My daughter, Jenny, had been on the board of Sweet Cheeks Diaper Bank in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And Cincinnati has the 5th largest number of children in poverty in the country. It's a huge problem there.
Did not know that.
They're putting out 2 million diapers a year. They're doing a fantastic job. So Jenny was on the board, and she started talking to me about the condition that these babies are living in, that the babies are not bonding. If a baby's basic needs aren't met, they don't bond with their mother like they should. They don't socially and emotionally mature like they really should as infants.
Right.
So the more she talked about it, it's like, well, now I know I have to do something. Most people never think about diapers, and I never thought about diapers. But the more Jenny talked about it, it's like, well, Dayton has a problem with children in poverty. We have to do something. And I had no idea if this was going to work or not. It was 4 years ago. So for my birthday, I gave myself $200 worth of diapers just to see what would happen.
Right.
And we just distributed our 1 millionth diaper in March.
Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome.
People have been fantastic. They have been so generous and so supportive. It's just unbelievable. You see the very best in people. Everybody wants to take care of a baby.
Right.
And they open their hearts, they open their wallets. They really make this happen.
Yeah.
Wonderful support.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Now, you say you work with other organizations. It's not a situation where people are in need coming to you directly, but you're working with multiple agencies throughout the Miami Valley, right?
That's right.
So you can reach more people.
Right. And we don't know who the people are that are living in poverty. We don't have those relationships. So we reach out to area agencies, and it can be anything from like the Women's Center. The Women's Centers go all the way up to Sydney and down to Lebanon. There's, I think, 4 or 5 here in Dayton.
That's a huge geographic area.
Yeah, it really is. Springfield has a lot of need. So, and some of the high school over in Springfield gets our diapers. Food pantries, House of Bread. There's just so many. We have 51 area agencies and schools, everything from health clinics to food pantries, just a real variety of people that are trying to serve the community.
Yeah.
So every month we give diapers to them, and then they pass them on to the people who need them.
So when someone goes to your website, DaytonDiaperDepot.org, it's very easy for you to donate. And the thing that I like about it is, I mean, you can donate as little as $10 up to whatever you want, and you can make it a monthly donation and just have it come right out of your account, and you don't even think about it. But when we were just talking about the fact that a big case of diapers costs like $50, I mean, if you get 4 or 5 people who are just $10 a month, you know, that those donations are going to add up, and you're going to be able to help many people, you know. And it's not like everybody needs a case of, they might be short 20 diapers or something at the end of the month. And you can take that case, you could say, all right, well, you're going to give you 20 of these and give you 20 of these, or whatever it is. You know, that really adds up. You know, you can really help a lot of people that way.
It does. And even the moms who maybe the baby has outgrown a size and they have half a box left and don't know what are they going to do with that half a box.
Right. Yeah.
Too often those get thrown away when really there's a baby out there that needs those.
Right.
So we have now
a diaper swap.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now that the word's getting out, people know about us a little more, and they're dropping them off at our location. They drop off those half a boxes, and we bundle those up and get them right back out to a baby that needs them.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, I did see that you have a raffle going on right now.
We do,
and this is really neat because you'll get something. There's a possibility that you could win something really cool. This is it's a bourbon raffle. People like their bourbon. Many people love their bourbon. I know there are edgeheads watching the live stream right now who love their bourbon.
Especially this bourbon.
This bourbon. Yeah. Well, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Well, we've got some hard to find ones, and they're all delicious. We've got Bourbon Trace, Eagle Rare, Blanton's, Colonel E.H. Taylor, Willet. And then there's some other things. We've got some Buffalo Trace chocolates in there and a few glasses, and it's all wrapped up. It's all ready to go. So if you're thinking of somebody for Christmas, it looks like a beautiful gift ready to go. Or you can just drink it yourself, which would be great.
Right,
too.
right. Yeah. And this is great. I mean, for $25, you get a ticket, or you can get 5 tickets for $100. And just think about how far that donation will go to help. I mean, and it's remarkable that you just gave away your millionth diaper. I mean, is there any way? I know you said you don't really have a personal connection with the people who are receiving them because you go through the agency, but any estimation on how many babies that you've helped?
Oh, yeah. We're serving 80 to 100 babies every month.
Wow.
We know who our agencies are giving them to and how they're getting out.
Yeah.
So it's 80 to 100 babies. Some of them are the same baby, will come back month after month, and others, maybe it's just a one-time thing. They just ran a little short that month, so they got them. We've just been really fortunate. So we're always looking for partners, any agency or school, high school that maybe wants to give diapers to their mothers that are students.
Sure.
We really look for those. I've been trying to get in Dayton schools for 4 years because I know there's need.
Yeah.
And we're not there yet, but I will never give up on that one.
Well, hopefully getting more publicity like being on this show will help that. That would be great. All right. Hang tight, Maggie. We'll come back. We'll hit the website one more time. And hopefully we can make a difference in some babies' lives. That would be awesome.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Coming up.
T-O.
Double D.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T.
I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com.
WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio.
The birthplace of aviation.
We may see a little rain early next week. We'll have that for you at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just gonna wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. My guest, Maggie Schnnemann. She is from the Dayton Diaper Depot. And we've been talking about this great organization. I just posted a link on my Facebook page. If you'd want to get more details on their big drawing that they're going to do, their fundraising to raise money to buy diapers for folks in need here in the Miami Valley. Maggie, you were telling me off the air about diaper drives. What's up with that?
Yes, most of our donations come in with year-end giving. It's diaper drives and it's year-end giving. And I encourage people, go to your HR department, see if your company wants to do a diaper drive. It can be anything from a book club to a Rotary Club, a Bunko group, really any group, if those diapers really do add up.
Yeah, that would be great. So if you want to get details on that, do this at your work, your church, wherever, go to DaytonDiaperDepot.org and you can get details on that. Maggie, thank you so much for being on the show. I told you it would go quick.
And it did. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for the yummy Lee's chicken wings. I can't wait. I love Lee's, one of my favorites. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Thank you. Have a terrific Wednesday night. We'll be here tomorrow just after 5 here on the Evening Edge.
So that's it?
I'm afraid so.
That was exciting.
But I've heard enough of this weird crap. We'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all for tonight, folks.
All right, we'll see you next time.
So pull the plug already.